How about now? I've been here for 20 minutes talking into a void. For whatever reason, OBS just totally stops recognizing my mic every, I don't know, 3 streams or something. So I've got 2 dead mics on this loadout, which I'm just going to hide them right now so I don't have to look at them. No, just a man's. Really? Who? I can't tell you, Volkbert. I'm sorry. And what I was saying to you, besides saying it's good to see you, is that there are snack munching portions of the game, and there's quite a few of them. Every time there's a meal, you have to find somebody to eat with, and almost any NPC you find will invite you to eat with them, and then you get to have a conversation over food and pick what foods you're eating. Why not? What's going on? I don't understand. That's what I need to figure out, Brother Volkbert. Thank you for your help. Oh, time to eat. I should find someone to eat with. Speak of the devil. Alright, who do I want to eat with? I wonder if there really is like a... I don't remember if there's actually a timer on when I need to talk to the Inquisitor, but let's talk to Sabat. Maybe he'll eat with me. God bless you, Andreas. Do you have time to eat with me and some of the townspeople? Of course. I'll talk to Gret and see who she wants to come along. Where should we meet you? At the shrine of St. Moritz. I'll see you there. Until then. Oh, my, Andreas. Yes? Are these all of the mothers from Tassing and their children? Well, no. I don't think it's all of them. Helena Pfeiffer... Pfeifferin? Couldn't make it. It's a long walk up here in her condition. And Hetty said Hans was too big for stories. Which one's Hans? Okay. Stories? I may have said something about your books. I like stories. Yes, maybe a little too much. Ah, all right. I can tell a story, but first, let us pray together and eat. O Lord, thank you for bringing us together as you brought Jesus to his disciples on the road to Emmaus. With the breaking of bread between us, let us recognize each other as Christians and rejoice in our salvation through you. Amen. Amen. And I thank you and your husband for this bread, Gret. My Ulrich always said that bread brings people together. I missed this when I was in Basel. Okay, what do I have here? I've got rye bread, sheep's milk, cheese, and almonds. Well, I was just talking about bread. I'll eat the bread. They don't have bread in Basel? Ah! Where's Basel? Over the mountains west of here. You've been to Basel with me and Dad when you were in my belly. What? Father Gernot eats a white bread, does he not? Yes, the finest wheat is used for the abbot's bread. Why? The abbot is a very important man, Paul. We have a bread in my home that we call injera. We make it thin, round, and wide, and we put our food on top of it. We eat it with almost every meal. As you love the bread of your home, so I miss mine. Let's eat some almonds. Oh, what's the recipe? Maybe we could make it. Thank you, but no. We use a fine grain that does not grow here, called teff. Surely someday you'll go home and can have your fill of it. God willing, yes, but then perhaps a day will come when I miss the rye of Tassing. It is the great danger that comes with the blessing of travel, having a life between worlds. He's from Africa. He's from North Africa, if I remember right. Sheep's milk cheese. I don't want to talk about bread anymore. It's so boring. Don't be rude, Bert. Ethiopian and Eritrean cuisine. Okay. Well, Ethiopia, is that... Am I wrong? Is that not North Africa? I definitely do not have a strong memory of my middle school geography class. I did say I would tell a story. Children, have you ever seen a Bible? Father Tom! Yeah, Father Thomas has one. It's huge! My dad has one. It was printed in Bamberg. Very good. This is a Bible from my home that I brought to give to the abbot. Andreas, do you have a favorite story to illustrate from the Bible? So there's Adam and Eve, Jacob wrestling with the angel, the Annunciation when Gabriel appears to Mary, Elijah and the chariots of fire, and Christ being taken down from the cross. No Elijah murdering children, but Elijah and the chariots of fire is probably close enough. Yes, the spectacle of a prophet carried bodily into heaven. It is always a wonder to see how different artists illustrate it. Now then, children, do you know the story of Jesus feeding the multitudes? That's not the story I picked. Fish and loaves! My mom and dad make loaves. This is from our Bible, how we tell the story of how Jesus fed thousands from only a few fish and a few loaves of bread. Why is everyone brown? Because where I am from, everyone looks like me. Why? Because we are all as God has made us. I know Tassing seems big to you, but the world is so much bigger than we can imagine. There are many people of many different colors all over the world. There are places where no one looks like you or me. Really? I know it's hard to imagine up here in the mountains. We're so far away from the sea. When I was in Basel, it was hard to imagine too. It's hard to picture things we've never seen. But Brother Sabat is right. The world is very big, but it is becoming smaller every day. Excuse me. Brother Sabat, did you know the Baron who was murdered? Bert! It came up when I was visiting the Druckers. I'm sorry, Marie. There's nothing to apologize for. We can't shield them from the world forever. I did not know him, Bert. But do you know the story of Lazarus? No. He was a friend of Jesus. He became sick and he died. Died. Hat. But Jesus brought his followers to Lazarus' tomb. He prayed to God, and when they opened the tomb, Lazarus emerged, returned from the dead. Jesus can bring people back from the dead? He can, Bert. One day Jesus will bring us all back from the dead. Everyone who has ever lived and died will come together and be resurrected on Judgment Day. I'll say nothing. She can keep the hat. Even the Romans? Yes, the Romans too. Why did you ask about the Romans? I saw one come out of their tomb like Lazarus. What do you mean, Paul? Well, the ruins below the mill. They're Roman, and they all died a long time ago. But I saw one come out the other night. They were in white, like Lazarus. Let's stop telling stories, Paul, and you shouldn't have been outside at night. Andreas, what does he mean? I know of texts, rituals that an educated man could use to attempt to summon a spirit. Why would someone do such a thing? It's definitely not always a good idea to pick the special dialogue options that are given from your background choices, but I'm such a sucker for them that I pretty much always pick them. There could be many reasons, some darker than others. Apologies for that, ladies, but thank you for sharing a meal with me today. I will be leaving for Rome soon, but I am glad to have spent some time with you and your children. Thank you, Brother Sabat. It was wonderful. And don't forget to stop by the bakery before you go. I'm sure my husband will want to see you before you go. I will. God grant you all health. Oh, Jacob has arrived. Oh, that might be the Inquisitor. I need to go to the chapter house to meet with the Archdeacon. The Archdeacon, I guess. Alright, here we go. About to frame Brother Ferenc for murder. Better than pretty much anyone else. Oh, hello. God bless you, Andreas. Brother Matthew, I've spoken with the abbot about the Gertner's taxes. This is a weird time to bring this up. Oh? Father Gernot said you could pay me early. I didn't want to lie right there. Did he? The abbot hasn't said anything to me about it. That is strange. I'm sorry, Andreas, but until I hear from the abbot, I'm not giving you any money. God bless you. Alright, I think the chapter house is this way. Again, I could look at the map, but that's cheating. Oh, hello. Hello, Andreas. Hey, Andreas. God bless you, Master Mailer. Master Mailer? Yes, it's me, sister. Do you think Brother Piero really murdered the Baron? No, of course not. Oh, then why did Father Abbot have him put in the cellar? Father Abbot is afraid of what will happen if we can't figure out who the killer really is. Do you think the devil could appear here at Kirsau? No. I think people see the devil where they want to see him. I didn't see the devil, but I think I smelled his odor. The night before the Baron was killed, I woke up before matins and smelled something in our dormitory. It was strange, moss and sulphur mixed with frankincense and roses. It moved through the room. I wanted to scream, but I was too frightened, and then it was gone. I'm ashamed that I didn't cry out, but I didn't know what to do. Did any of the other sisters smell it? I don't know, but I think they were all asleep. Thank you, Sister Margaret. God bless you, Master Mailer. Thank you for no clue. Well, it's a clue. I just don't know what it means. God bless you, Andreas. Good day, Andreas. God bless you, Andreas. Alright. Large garden. That's not the chapter house. Come on, where is it? Oh, there it is. Andreas. Father Gernot. Master Mailer, if you think I am unaware of your actions around this abbey in the past few days, you are mistaken. Oh? You exhumed the corpse of one of the brothers of this abbey. Technically, we didn't exhume the body. We just removed all the dirt on top of it. Andreas. We put it all back. Be quiet! You enlisted a simple-minded novice to assist you. Have you no shame? A little. Well, even if I cannot make you pay for your obscenity, Volkbud will suffer for his role in it. He has the mind of a child. Yes, presumably why you preyed on him. I know that you visited the widow Kempren and convinced her to question the legal status of her lease. So what if I did? You're trying to trick her. I don't need to trick her. I am the abbot of Kiersau. I was elected to this holy position by my brothers. I was invested with the power to rule this land by the lance of the emperor, whose own right is derived from God himself. So forgive me if I do not respect the legal posturing of a failed university student. It doesn't matter if you respect me. What you're doing isn't legal. You don't decide that, and if you interfere again, you will pay for it. Now then, for all your meddling, you will not be welcome in Kiersau after your commission is completed. I apologize. I was only trying to help Brother Piero. Oops. It's too late for apologies. Your days of interfering in the daily life of this abbey will end. It was never my intent to interfere, Father Abbot. I'll leave you to the Archdeacon now. Try not to perjure yourself. God save you, Andreas Mailer. Well, 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 what a pleasant man. Please state your name for the records. Andreas Mailer, artist, recently of Basel. This will be remembered. Really? What brought you all the way to Upper Bavaria? I heard the Abbey had some wonderful books. When I learned they had need of an artist, I decided to stay a while. Very well. Thank you. Arnold, please write that down. I think we are ready to begin. Of course, Your Reverence. Now then, Master Mailer, what was your relation to Lawrence, the Baron Rothvogel? I only knew him for a day, but we were on friendly terms. Do you feel you had a sense of him as a person? Yes, Your Reverence. How would you characterize him? Confident, overbearing, used to getting what he wants. Do you think someone would kill him for that? Someone, perhaps. I will need more than perhaps. Someone had to have a reason. If not that, something else. Otherwise, it makes my presence here somewhat difficult to explain. The Baron Rothvogel was murdered here, in this very room. Someone did it. Father Gernot believes it was one of his monks, Brother Piero. I have met with Brother Piero and questioned him at length. Well, it seems unlikely that a man of his age and temperament could murder the Baron. He was discovered in flagrante delicto. Technically, he discovered the corpus delicti, but was not caught in flagrante delicto. Body of the crime, sometimes literal, often figurative. The principle that must be proven to establish a crime has occurred. This will be remembered. Master Mailer, I am not interested in your clarifications, technical or otherwise, on matters of Latin or law. If you wish to advocate on behalf of Brother Piero, I suggest shutting your mouth until I ask you a question. Piero had reasons to resent the Baron. The loss of his work, the insistence on discussing the writing of the troublemaker from Wittenberg. And as for his age and infirmity, I myself have read many cases in which a man of modest strength succumbs to the temptations of the devil. Once seized by a devilish fever, the poor sinner gains an infernal power that allows him to inflict grievous wounds, sometimes fatal. What I am saying is that in spite of the curious circumstances, Brother Piero is the most plausible perpetrator of this most vile act. I understand that you are on friendly terms with Brother Piero. You also interacted with the Baron, both in town and the Abbey. Did you witness anything that suggests someone else could have murdered Baron Rothvogel? The Abbey's prior, Ferenc, was behaving suspiciously the day of the Baron's arrival. He may have had a motive. That is an extraordinary claim, Andreas. The abbot speaks highly of the prior, and he oversees both your and Brother Piero's work, does he not? Yes, but Brother Ferenc's role in the scriptorium has little bearing on his motive. An extraordinary claim requires extraordinary evidence for me to take it seriously. Why should I take the word of an artist over a respected officer of this abbey? I can provide evidence of Prior Ferenc's motive. Please do so. Baron Rothvogel and Prior Ferenc were exchanging letters about performing a magical ritual during the Baron's visit. You have proof of this? I have a letter the Prior wrote to the Baron. In it, the Prior mentions that he will not perform a ritual for the Baron, even if the Baron does follow through on a threat to implicate him to inquisitors in Innsbruck. An implication of necromancy is a serious matter. The Prior's position would have been in peril, possibly even his life. And how do you believe Prior Ferenc would have killed the Baron? I pray you will not say it was a magical ritual. I found a silver rod that belonged to Prior Ferenc. It has dried blood on it. A silver rod? Likely a magical tool of some sort, but it is of a size and weight appropriate for the head wound that the Baron received. How did you come to possess this item? In truth, it involved a little grave digging. Master Mela, well, it is not my place nor my task to hold you liable for what you have done. I will be informing Father Gernot. Is there anything else to say about the Prior? No, Your Reverence. Very well. Who else may have wanted to see the Baron dead? I can think of no one else who would have caused to harm the Baron, Your Reverence. Protecting the town. Protecting the good people of Tassing. Very well. Are you aware of anything else that might shed some light on this case? Has Brother Florian told you about the note he found in the Baron's clothing? Yes, Brother Florian explained how he came to find it and told me its contents. Okay. Master Adeljäger has entered his testimony in our register. I don't understand the implications. Who is the innocent? It's not clear to me either, Your Reverence. Do you believe the murderer wrote it? Whoever wrote it was a talented scribe. I understand Kissa has two, the elderly brother Adok and the younger brother Guy. To be frank, Your Reverence, neither man has the skill to write in this way. There's something else about it, too. The style is just different. It's unlike Adok and Guy's writing, unlike mine. Something about the way the first and second strokes meet on the A and G. Yes, well, whatever the particulars, it seems it will remain a mystery that stands apart from the commission of the murder. Unfortunately, there is more to tell. I found more notes. Notes written in the same hand on the same type of parchment to those who had a motive to kill the Baron. That is deeply troubling, but again, beyond the bounds of my investigation. In any case, I thank you for bringing it to my attention. Of course, Your Reverence. Until next time. Until then. Final day of Law and Judgment, May 1518. Andreas, I didn't think you were coming to this. Uh-oh. I didn't think I was either. I suppose I wanted to see how this ends after all. It was the prior of the abbey, if you can believe it. Did you ever talk with him in the abbey, Andreas? You missed the trial, Andreas. That archdeacon read all of the charges and found him guilty. I worked with him every day. He was obsessed with dark magic. It was only a matter of time before he got caught. About time, then. Oh, here comes the procession. Good, I'm glad Piero didn't get executed. Did I miss anything? I think last time I got lucky the stonemason executed. No, you're fine. Yeah, last time I just told the dude all of the evidence that I had, just total, and then he just picked from the pot and picked somebody to kill. Andreas. Otto. Agnus Dei qui tollis peccat. Okay, a lot of Latin. I didn't do this. God knows it. More Latin. They're talking too fast for me to read. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Agnus Dei qui tollis peccat. Oh, mundi dona nobis, whatever. Running like a chicken, crying like a woman, pathetic. Silence! Silence! I order the executioner to carry out his duty. I warrant him peace and safe conduct, whatever may befall him. I'll watch. My God! My God! Hold still. No, no, no! Oh. Oh. Oof. Brutal. My Lord Judge, you have executed judgment and law as judgment and law have required. You've executed as judgment and law have required. Okay. For that I thank God and my master who has taught me such art. I know this was your doing, Andreas. You know it was only a matter of time before Ferenc was caught for his interests. Yes, but that was for me to deal with. There is no future for the scriptorium now without him. Is that really what you're concerned about? He killed a man. You are no longer welcome at Kirsau. Andreas Mailer, I will send your final payment to the Gertners. May you have a long and successful career in Nuremberg, and may you never travel this way again. Separation, June 1518. Andreas, has the time come for you to leave us? I'm afraid so, Brother Piero. This farewell will have to be brief. Father Gernot made it clear I was no longer welcome at Kirsau. I pray that time will soften Father Abbott's heart. I hope he eventually realizes you were only trying to help me. This is a sad parting, but inevitable. I had hoped you would stay a bit longer. But the world needs you more than Kirsau does. You have grown beyond this old abbey and become a master in your own right. I will miss you, my son. As I will you. Come, your masterpiece is complete. May I see it one last time before you go? Please, I value your assessment. The opinion of one old monk matters little. All the same, I am excited to see it finished at last. It is a masterpiece, truly worthy of the word. And it appears you took my advice to heart. What advice was that? To put yourself into the work, not just to interpret another artist's work, but to transform it into something true. This shows the world as it is, as you have seen it, even if it is not what we may want to see. Although it is not my place to say so, I am proud of you, Andreas. Oh, another note. What's this? A scrap of parchment. Do not return here. A warning? Nope, I'm just gonna keep that. Whose hand is this? It doesn't look like Brother Adok's or Brother Guy's. Brother Florian and I found a similar note in the Baron's clothing. And I found more notes delivered to others while I was investigating. They must have been written by someone who knew the darkest secrets of the town and this abbey. They tugged at those secrets to kill the Baron, like someone pulling at threads that had been buried in the past. A frightening thought. But who would do such a thing? God knows. God knows. He does, and I hope his love can still the wickedness in the heart of whoever wrote this. Do not trouble yourself overly about it. Your father lies outside of these walls. I hope that you will have time to visit me once or twice in your travels before the Lord takes me. I'm sure we'll see each other again, assuming Father Gernot doesn't forbid it. We must have faith that better days lie ahead for all of us. God bless you, Andreas Mailer. Thank you for your friendship. Until next time. Are you all right, Master Andreas? What? Are you all right, Master Andreas? Yes, thank you. I was just remembering him. Trying to, anyway. It doesn't come easily anymore. Oh, would you like me to leave you alone? No, Casper. It's not necessary. There's nothing to be done about it now. It's too late. Like so many things. Andreas Mailer, I never expected to see your face here again. Have you been in Nuremberg for the last 7 years? No, Nuremberg for a few years, but I received some lucrative commissions abroad. Alright, now I get to pick some more background stuff. Poland, England, France, and Aragon. So what seems most useful? French. Poland's kind of... Poland? Alright. Alright. He spent time in Poland. I was in Krakow, the court of King Sigismund. He has a great passion for humanism, as well as new Italian and German art. And if I remember right, this is the same... Oh! Hey, Bolts. Yeah, Poland. 2 votes for Poland. If I remember right, this is the same King Sigismund in Kingdom Come Deliverance. This takes place, I think, shortly after those games, but it's the same area of the world, roughly. Did you have occasion to paint the king's physician, Jacob Isaac? He looks a lot like the Inquisitor guy. Not to paint, but I did meet him. I was surprised to learn King Sigismund has ennobled him. An interesting man. You don't meet many Jews in nobility, in Poland or elsewhere. Poland is one of the few places Jews may live in peace, provided the king doesn't have a change of heart. I'm surprised you care at all. In spite of your extensive travels with success, you're still not welcome at Kirsau. The abbot hasn't forgotten what happened. 7 years isn't all that long. I simply wanted to pay my respects to an old friend. Surely you understand that. I'm pretty deep into the abbey to just first be meeting someone that tells me to fuck off, but I understand why Father Abbot expelled you from the Abbey. What were you expecting? A hero's welcome? I didn't get Ferenc killed, if that's what this is about. Yes, I did. The Archdeacon is the man who found him guilty. Why should I be held responsible for it? Andreas, get out! Why is he so rude? I'll just leave. Trying to be like less of a dick. Revolution, June 1525. That monk seemed unhappy to see you, Master Andreas. Why is the abbot so angry with you? Toward the end of my stay in Tassing, there was a murder at Kersau Abbey. A nobleman. Father Gernot panicked and accused my friend, Brother Piero, of committing the crime. The twink death of Andreas Mahler. I helped convince the investigating archdeacon that another monk was responsible, Prior Ferenc. He was executed for the crime. You got someone killed? It was that or let an innocent man die. That's not much of a choice. Still, I would have been scared. Why didn't you mention it before? Well, I suppose it must have been a hard situation about if the abbot is... Must have been a hard situation about if the abbot is still this mad at you. I had to make some difficult choices. Maybe they were the wrong ones. I've had to live with that. Why did we come here if you're not welcome? I wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero. And, to be honest, I'm not looking forward to returning to Nuremberg. This commission, it's an obscene vanity piece under the pretext of a religious scene. My patrons just want to celebrate themselves and their wealth. I dread each new commission more than the last. Every step I take towards home is agonizing. But, Master, you're famous and rich. Your work is wonderful. When I saw your altarpiece in Nuremberg, I begged my father to help me become your apprentice. I don't understand how you could accomplish all that you have and be unhappy. All that I've accomplished is my work, yes. Now I am left hollow with nothing else left. Once I wanted this life so much that it consumed my every waking thought. I don't know if I've changed or if what I wanted was never really real. Maybe I've been a fool this whole time. So I could either be like, oh yeah, now I want to make it better for you, or I could just be like, yeah, your life is doomed too. I want life as an artist to be better for you, Casper. Learn from my mistakes, alright? This will be remembered. Alright. Yes, Master Andreas. Well, come, let's visit my old friend Klaus. It's been too long. As you like, Master Andreas. Wait, am I supposed to go to bed or visit Klaus? This room is sparse compared to what I'm used to. Hello, Andreas. How are you enjoying your stay? It's been wonderful, Hannah. Thank you. This will be remembered. Oh, good. You're in the best room we have. I'm glad it's to your liking. Was there anything else? No, thank you. Until later. Until then. Can I go downstairs? Yes. Killian. Good day, Master Mailer. Ah, Master Mailer, is it? Hello, and welcome to the Golden Hand. That's a Golden Hand shoe? I am Nico Berger. I own this land house and run it with my wife Hannah and our son Killian. An inn or tavern, usually owned and operated by a single family that serves travelers in rural areas. I believe my boy helped you to your room. Is it to your liking? It's lovely, thank you. I am glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. When you arrived in town, one of the locals said you lived here a few years back. Yes, I worked for the Abbey as an artist. Ah, I see. I heard that you were involved in solving a murder. Yes, out of necessity. The wrong man was being accused of the crime. A friend of mine. I heard it was the prior at the Abbey, that the Baron was a sacrifice in some diabolical spell the brother was casting. No, he wasn't casting a spell. Hey, Dandon. No, he wasn't casting a spell. The Baron wasn't a sacrifice. Where did you hear that? Oh, bits and pieces that people have said here and there. It sounds like the story has changed in the last 7 years. I meant no offense, Master Mailer. I just find it to be an interesting story. It's not a story, it's something that happened. 2 people died. I'm a much more serious man now. Of course, of course, of course. Again, I meant no offense. Well, I'll leave you to your day. Until later. Until then. Hello, Andres. Have you seen Andor? I just watched the first 3. Oh yeah, Andor is awesome. I haven't watched any of the new season, but Andor season 1 is phenomenal. I put off watching it for a long time because I'm so sick of Star Wars in general, but it's awesome. Brother Voicelove uses thyme in almost all of the Abbey's cooking. Maybe because it grows so easily here. Oh, here's Otto. Oh, but... Okay. Just do it. You know it's the right thing. I don't understand why this is so hard for you. Otto, I'm scared. It's dangerous to cross the Abbot. Would you prefer the alternative? You don't need to do that, Otto. I understand. I'm just saying... Andreas. Andreas? Andreas Mahler? It's good to see you again, old friend. Otto, you look well. This is my apprentice, Caspar Ziegler, from Salzburg. Salzburg, a small city located on the river Salzach and founded on Roman ruins. Rumors of violence and rebellion in the city are becoming more common. Caspar's hometown. Good day. Ah, that answers that. I thought he might be your son. I've only been married 7 years, Otto. Oh, good point. How old are you then? 14, sir. Shit. Well, I never would have known. Easy living will do that, I guess. Ava and I just had our first. Little Otto. Though we call him Ott. Or Otts. Oh, good. Now I have a visual reference. Congratulations to you both. That's wonderful news. Thank you. It's been a trial with Dad gone, but Clara and Ursula help out where they can. I'm sorry to hear about your father. That's life. At least he's with the Lord now, free of his aches and pains. I know Ava wrote to you about my father's death, Andreas. Why didn't you write back? I'm sorry, things got busy after I left passing. Sorry to interrupt, but I should be heading back. I feel like I should remember your face, but I can't place it. Oh, don't trouble yourself. It's me, Martin, remember? Oh, yes, of course. Hello, Martin. The younglings in the game are so adorable. Yes, they are. Hello. Sorry to run, but I have to get these sheep back to the farm. As much as I love whiling away the hours in the meadow, I have a lot to attend to. Otto, I'll see you at the meeting later. And Andreas, until later. Good to see you. Oh, shoot, I missed a thought bubble. I hate that those show up late sometimes. Pain in my ass. Um, I can't believe how much Martin's changed. True, he's like the prodigal son. Took over his father's farm after France died. He's been a much better husband to Brigitte and provider for Kat. France died? How's little Wolf doing? Franz's heart gave out. Local legend says he was screaming at Kat and he dropped dead. And not that I want anyone to suffer, but few were sad to see that man go. And little Wolf, he died a few months after you left. I think Martin still feels guilty about it. What's this about a meeting? You've picked an interesting time to visit. Come by the town commons in a while. I think you'll be interested to hear what I have to say. Actually, I was just on my way to see Klaus. Tell him to come too. He's been dragging his feet. Until later. Ah, the many-petaled cinquefoil. It grows so easily, some consider it a weed. Oh, no, I don't want to go there yet. Oh, Schlau's still alive. Got a pet Schlau. Now we'll go check out the mill, see what's going on up there. That's locked up. Outer Farms. Nothing. Nothing new down here. My guess is that Special Children has seen Andor. I know he didn't respond, but my guess is that he has. With Father Gernot's new restrictions, the townsfolk can't even gather sticks without a fee. Bastard. Oh, that's the same plant as before. Oh, on Season 2, Episode 1. Yeah, I need to get there. Oh, everybody's gone. The waterfall must flow down from the snowmelt. Okay, that's the same thing that I said 7 years ago when I saw that waterfall. Two innocents. Hey, that's what was on the note. Wait, no. The note just talked about one innocent, I think. Run, 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 run away. What a stunning collection of wildflowers. They all grow so plentifully in the meadow. I know I'm not allowed in the Abbey, but maybe I'll just go to the Abbey anyway. What are they gonna do? Kick me out? That doesn't seem very Christian of them. Man, everything is locked. Alright, yeah, I guess I'm not getting in. How did I get all the way into the graveyard? During the stream, I've done the dishes, cleaned my bathroom, moved around furniture, scrubbed baseboards, leaf blew my front porch and lawn, Throw out general garbage. I'll probably get to the end of season 2 and I can finally eat dinner tonight. They'll crucify you. Yeah, they are going to crucify you, special children. You're doing too much work. It's unchristian. Scrub the baseboards. Andreas, I had heard you were back in Tassing. God bless you. God bless you, Father Thomas. It is good to see you again. Hopefully this visit will be less eventful than your last. Tassing has enough going on as it is. We have our bonfire for St. John's Eve tomorrow night. People get up to all sorts of mischief. The feast and celebration of St. John the Baptist, beginning at sunset on June 23rd, coincides with Midsummer's Day and the summer solstice. And then it's my job to hear their confessions in the days that follow. Not to mention the grumbling the peasants are making. That's just talk, brother. No need to scare our guest with such things. That's just talk, brother. I'm sure if there is trouble, Master Mailer will be the first to stick his nose in it. Why are you always such an asshole? This'll be remembered. You have no appreciation for how privileged your life is. It's easy enough for you to come and go. You don't have to live with the consequences. After Ferenc was executed, Father Abbot made Matthew the new prior. Ferenc may have been annoying, but Matthew is even worse. Thanks for that. It would have been better for everyone if you had simply allowed Brother Piero to die. After all, he only had a few years left anyway. You're a buffoon and a coward who hides behind his habit. Friends, there's no need for such ire. Forgive me, Father Thomas. I let my passions get the better of me. Besides, that's not even why I came down here. I actually came to speak to you on the abbot's behalf, Andreas. Father Gernot would like to invite you to come to the library tomorrow morning if you're interested in purchasing some of our books. Oh, wonderful, fantastic. Wait. Are things so bad the abbot has to sell off Kirsau's greatest treasures? The abbey needs the money more than it needs ink-stained parchment. No one values these books anymore, except perhaps you. The library is not quite ready yet, as it does not see much use. If you could come by tomorrow morning, Mother Illuminata can show you what's available. Mother Illuminata? Yes, since Mother Cecilia passed a few years ago. How did she die? Peacefully, in her sleep. So, tomorrow morning? Yes, I can't wait. Calm yourself. There'll be time enough for excitement tomorrow. And Andreas, I apologize for my harsh words before. It was rash. Brother Piero was a pious man and a skilled artist. We miss him. I appreciate you saying that. I miss him too. Excellent! I'm so glad you two were able to work things out. Oh, Father Thomas, do you have a moment to speak inside the church? Yes, I think so. Why? A private matter. Oh, of course, of course. Until tomorrow. God bless you, Andreas. Alright, I already checked out the mill. Let's go down here. Everybody's probably at whatever this meeting is. But I'm going to avoid it as long as I can. If there's anything else to find. Oh, her house is all locked up. Not even an icon that says that it's locked. The rat house construction is going smoothly. I wonder if they'll finish it before winter. A community hall where people meet, typically a council that governs day-to-day affairs under the authority of a lord. Okay, I've said that before. It's not going to let me sneak in it anywhere. Oh, I can go to the Druckers. If they're home. Oh, here we go. Bah! Oh, it's a tiny cat. Oh. Andreas. I'm sorry, Klaus. I know it's been a long time. 7 years. 7 years, and nothing from my friend Andreas. First Bert, then Marie just after Magdalene was born. My wife always thought highly of you. I can't believe you didn't write back after I told you they had passed. I'm sorry. I should have written. I just turned into a dick when I left. Yes, you should have. Too late for that now, though. Boop, bo bo bo. Oh, hello. She likes you. Your business seems to have grown. What are you printing? The 12 articles. They were originally written by Swabian peasants who were demanding changes from their lords. Freedom from serfdom, freedom to hunt and use the woods as God intended, freedom from compulsory labor, abolition of the inheritance tax, fair appraisal of rent, the return of property to common use and ownership. Bavaria isn't Swabia, but their complaints are just as valid for the peasants of Tassing. Swabia, a former duchy in the Southern Roman Empire. It was reformed as the Swabian Circle in 1512. It borders Bavaria to the west, the Swiss Confederacy to the south, and Austria to the southeast. The laws may not be just, but they are the laws. I fear the people of Tassing are putting themselves in peril. They're already in peril. Many of them are becoming desperate. The abbot has been squeezing the peasants for years. Now he's squeezing the townsfolk, and we're pushing back. Their cause is righteous, Andreas. If you haven't seen the Gertners lately, you should visit them. And Otto had you print these? Yes, why? Well, I didn't think he could read. He can't, but just about everyone else in town can. He speaks. I print. Just trying to do my part, I suppose. I'm sorry. I'm still not in the mood for this late reunion. Come back for dinner tomorrow. You should go to the Commons. Hear what Otto has to say. It's worth hearing. Of course. I'll see you then. Be good while we're gone, Magdalene. Will you be good? Gob gob gauru. Gob gob gauru. So many people. Everyone listen. We all know why we're here. Nothing I'm going to say will be a surprise. Nothing I'm going to say hasn't already been spoken behind closed doors, whispered to your neighbors. Nothing I'm going to say is untruthful, so it's time we started saying it openly. Year after year, the Abbey has found new ways to tax the peasants. Piece by piece, the Abbey has taken away our rights to use God's forest to support our families. Law after law gets heaped upon us, restrictions on how we can pay rent. limits on where we can move, who we can wed. And now the death tax, which once claimed only our best animals and garment, takes half our estate. No consideration for widows, no consideration for children. What about the town council, the rat house? Surely that's a sign that the abbot wishes to share his power, to listen to our grievances. You have a good heart, Ulrich. You always want to see the best in people. But no. The council is a way for the abbot to divide us, to pit a favored few against the many. This is not charity. No, only greed and desperation drive Father Gernot. You'd think that if the abbot could, he'd steal a dead man's soul from heaven itself. And when we protested, what did Father Gernot do? He locked the shrine of St. Moritz. He won't allow the people of this town, the farmers of this land, to pray before the relic. Now, when we most need the intercession of our saint, the abbot has shut us out. Father Gernot's actions aren't just. They aren't Christian. We've endured this abuse for too long. It's time we let the abbot know we won't take it anymore. Too right. Hear, hear. Yes. This has to stop. Let's fix this. Stop. This is foolish. Soldiers are already patrolling nearby towns. If you push against the abbey, you'll incur the Duke's wrath. You could get the town razed and everyone killed. Hannah's right. The Duke is a powerful force in Bavaria. You're playing a dangerous game, Otto. You lot are no match for trained soldiers. If you don't relent, you'll be ground into dust like the Swabian peasants. We could always grind you up instead, Lennart. They might be right if there are already soldiers about. We must stand for what's right on our side. Blah blah blah. We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Yeah. Don't be shy. Speak up if you have cause. We won't be overrun. The peasants of Salzburg were able to take the city and have their cause heard. If the people can get the Archbishop of Salzburg to listen to them, then we can do the same with the abbot. Master Andreas, do you think my family in Salzburg is all right? I don't know, Casper, but we can find out. All right. Enough is enough. We can't stand by while the abbot continues treating us poorly. I think he doesn't understand my twisted system. I know it's a song. I know it's a song. I couldn't have named the band, but people all over Swabia are taking back their God-given rights. Why shouldn't we do the same? A righteous cause. Martin's right. We deserve better. We can do this. Well spoken, Martin. Everyone ought to consider what he said. Martin has proved dependable these last few years. But if the words of men can't persuade you, perhaps a sign from a greater power will. Martin's frozen with his eyes closed, it looks like. Excuse me. The abbot may have locked us out of our saint's shrine, but God has shown me that he is with us. I think that's all I should say for now. Thank you all for coming. Good day, Andreas. Clara, it's been so long. It's lovely to see you again. Hello, Andreas. I'm surprised to see you after your long absence from Tassing. At this rate, we thought we'd never see you again. I was gone too long. I'm sorry for not sending word of my arrival. You certainly did pick an odd time to visit. We're in the middle of a strange season. Ah, you found the Gertners. Your speech was very rousing, Otto. I swear, they get better each time. I hope the Duke doesn't catch word of this, Otto. The town could suffer for it. We're past the point of caring, Mailer. If you were in our position, you'd understand that. You're right. It's not my place to judge. I'm just concerned. It's appreciated, but we know the risks. Ooh, I got a real good chance at this because I understood why many people hated the abbot. Otto, did you really see a sign from God? Is that true? It is, Andreas. I swear. Come talk to me later. I'll tell you what I can, alright? Anyway, Andreas, you and yours should come by the house for supper. We'd be delighted to have you. Sound good to you, Casper? Yes, Master Andreas, I'm starving. Our table is a little sparse lately, but we'll be sure to feed you well. Thank you. We'll see you there. Alright, so I gotta go to the Gertners for supper, but now I can poke around town. Andreas, you're back in Tassing? Just for a few days. I wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero. Oh, yes, Brother Piero. What a talent with color. I'm sorry, Andreas. Ooh, that was a yawn. He was a sweet old man. I talked to him sometimes on my breaks up at the Abbey. I'm surprised Prior Frank didn't give you an earful. Well, he did before the unpleasantness. I'm sure you know it shook things up at the Abbey for a while. Brother Guy made it clear I wasn't welcome at Kearsau when I arrived, so yes. For what it's worth, you're still welcome in Tassing. Anyway, Matthew's prior now. Still strict, but a bit quieter about it. He has a reserved Swiss temperament. I'd take that over Farrank's outbursts. You'll get no good disagreements from me. Still, even if the prior is easier to get along with, the abbot's gone from bad to worse. Oh? Are you in with the peasants, Endris? Well, of course. Gernot has been running them into the ground. On top of that, we can't use the forest anymore. Any of us used to be able to go fishing in there. Not anymore. How far are you going to take this? Well, I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not leading the thing. But I trust in Otto, and the peasants do too. He's a good man. The whole town knows it, even Lennart, though he wouldn't admit it. Say, Andreas, how's the married life been treating you? After you left here and returned to Nuremberg, I take it you were married. I was. Sabine. She was waiting for me. I hope the married life has treated you well. I still have not found anyone. I fear it's never going to happen. Really? Not a single person has caught your eye? Well, when I was in Innsbruck a few years ago, I saw a real pretty girl at the market, selling painted pots. I think about her sometimes, maybe more than as Christian. Hold on. You need to go back to Innsbruck and find that pretty girl. What? Really? Do you think Tyrolean men are... Oh. Life is too short to spend dreaming about the loves you could have had. Trust me. You seem to feel strongly about this, Andreas. But it sounds foolish. Juvenile, you might say. Don't overthink it. Just take my advice. Well, if I ever have the chance to get back to Innsbruck, maybe I will. Well, there's something to look forward to, after all. I thank you, Andreas. You're a man of inspiration. A pleasure. Until later, Andres. Until then. Dink donk. Hello, Master Andreas. Oh, God bless you, Andreas. I'm thankful you returned to Tassing after so long. We prayed so fondly for you after you left. Thank you, Gret. I've kept Tassing in my prayers as well, though it doesn't seem to have done much good. Ah, that's right. You were at Otto's speech earlier. Yes, Tassing's peasants are struggling, and now even we townsfolk are pinched by the abbot's new restrictions. I worry about my husband. He's getting too involved with the whole business. What Gernot is doing in Tassing is wrong, and Otto is standing up to him. That's what Ulrich says, too. I love my husband, but sometimes I worry that he focuses too intently on the details. He does not see that he may be both prudent and Christian. I pray that I'm not acting selfishly, but the abbot's taxes have affected us too. What about Anna's future? Ulrich has been offering credit to Peter for years, which I've accepted, but now... Oh, excuse me. We can only bake so much bread a week before we go hungry ourselves. Can you talk to him, Andreas? Of course, Gret, but I can't promise I'll change his mind. God bless you, Andreas. That's all I ask. Oh, I already looked at that. Yes. Oh, Andreas Mailer. How unexpected. I'm very busy at the moment. Another time. Later then. Alright, good talk. Salutations! You must be that wonderful artist, no? Master Andreas Mailer, yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Balthasar Issenkopf at your service, but call me Baltus, please. It's much more familiar. A pleasure, Baltus. Have you been in Tassing long? Oh, just a few seasons. My cart broke down, and I found the place so charming I decided to stay. I enjoyed the quiet, but I must say, I do miss the company of other intellectuals. Usually that good Dr. Stoltz and I whittle the hours away in the evenings. So naturally, when I heard a well-known artist had returned, I was beside myself. I'm always pleased to meet a like-minded individual. What do you do? I'm an inventor of sorts. Really? What do you make? All sorts of things, young man. Mechanical clocks of all sizes, metal mice that skitter about, even light without flame. Truly impressive, Baltus. Thank you, Andreas. I know a fellow artist such as yourself would appreciate my work. Ah, well, I'd best get back to it. You know how it is for us few, called to a higher art. Good luck, Baltus. Until later. That's me, called to a higher art. Oh, Andreas, how good it is to see you again. And who is this? Hello, Agnes. This is my assistant, Casper. Hello. What a hale-looking boy. And you, Andreas, you look very well. What are you doing back in Tassing? I came to pay my respects to Brother Piero's grave. Oh, of course. I'm sure the brothers appreciated that. The last few years have been difficult for everyone. We've lost so many. Yes, I heard Bert and Marie had passed. Tragic. Yes, poor Klaus. I hope you've stopped in to talk to him. He sent you letters. Ah, yes. Anyway, I won't burden you with all of Tassing's troubles. It's been good to see you again, Andreas. Until later. Until then. Andreas, back in Tassing, I see. Happy to see me? No, times are tense. I assume you're referring to Otto's speech? Won't end well. Life's getting harder for everyone, but if this shit goes on, there's gonna be a backlash. A bloody one. Don't like the abbot coming for my fishing rights, but I will make do. I'm not sure if their lives are comparable to ours. I work for my wages like any man, Andreas. We work, we don't complain. It's not Christian. I suppose. How's your family doing during these troubling times? We're fine. Agnes is fine. Brigida and Martin are fine. Martin's become far more responsible man after his return. I just wish. Never mind. Raise eyebrow quizzically. I wish Wolf hadn't died. I mourn the boy all these years later. I hoped he'd take up my mantle. I wanted to pass on my knowledge and trade. I'm sorry, Lucky. I really am. Yeah. Perhaps Brigida will have another while I live. She seems happy enough with Martin. I'd love to hear the patter of small feet again. A boy to hold the chisel and mallet. A little stonemason making his grandfather proud. I hope your wish comes true. God willing. Enough idling now. Got things to do. Until later, Andreas. Until then. Oh, when I talked to him before, I bugged the shit out of him and then immediately asked his wife if she'd invite me over for dinner, and then I had dinner with him. Okay, they're locked up. I'm gonna get to the south part of town. Over here. Andreas Mailer. Hello, Cat. Well, would you look at that? You are back in Tassing. And look at you. You've done well for yourself. And who's this? Cat, please meet Casper, my apprentice. Hello. He's got the posture of an artist, that's for sure. Good strong face, though. I do? What brings you back to Tassing, Andreas? Just passing through on the way back to Nuremberg. How have you been, Cat? You seem well. I feel well. The past few years have been challenging, but I'm stronger now for the Lord's trials. France passed a few winters ago, then Wolf, Brigida and I nearly lost the farm and our mines. But Martin returned shortly after, and he's proved to be a changed man, a good man. He saved us from destitution. Ah, of course, the Abbey would have seized your land. Johann wished to buy it to preserve it for Brigida and I, but with the taxes being what they are, well, we're lucky Martin returned. I do not wish the fate of Otilda Kemperin on any woman, least of all myself. Times may be hard in Tassing right now, but God truly does answer our prayers. I'm glad you and your family are well, Cat, despite everything. Thank you, Andreas. Truly is good to see you again, even in the midst of such terrible times. Until later, Cat. Until then. Andreas Mailer, good to see you again after all these years. I'm surprised you'd say that. Your parting words to me back then were hardly kind. Were they? It's been so long, I don't remember. You told me to eat shit. Oh. God, that's bad. Such a little shit. Well, sorry for being such an asshole back then. It's nothing to feel bad about. It was a long time ago. What happened to you, anyway? Oh, right. You know, I stole some of the Baron's things. I didn't make it far with them. I tried to sell them in Walgau. What is that supposed to say? I guess that is what it's supposed to say. Walgau, and I got robbed. Serves me right, I guess. Luckily, they didn't find in the coins I was carrying. The money carried me around Bavaria for another month and a half. Yeah, Walgau, it does sound Polish, I guess. Then I started stealing. I grew bigger and more confident over time and became a highwayman. You were a bandit? Hard to believe, I know, but yes. Anyway, it didn't last long. I eventually got scared out of it. I had a partner for the last year of my adventures. We tried to rob some Italians. We thought they were merchants traveling under the banner of St. George, a 2nd century Praetorian guard and patron saint of England. He's well known for his legendary victory against the dragon. St. George is actually the patron saint of like multiple nations, I'm pretty sure. It could be German. They were not. They were soldiers guarding the property of an Italian bank. My partner didn't survive the encounter. I was wounded and alone in the wilderness. I thought of my father, my mother, Brigitte. I realized I couldn't remember Wolf's face anymore. I had to come back and take up the responsibilities I had left behind. Was coming back difficult? It was. I felt like I'd stepped out of another life into this one. It took me a while to get used to everything, to remember how things used to be. It's all in the past now. Just need to look forward. That was quite a speech he gave back at the Commons. He needs support. The townsfolk aren't as committed to opposing the abbot. They have less to gain and more to lose if the abbot chooses to get the Duke involved. Anyway, I have to get back to work. Good talking to you, Andreas. All right. Until later. Oh, excuse me. I am very burpy today. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Brigitte. How are you? As well as anyone can be in Tassing right now. It looks like things are going well for you. Martin returned after all. This will be remembered. Yes, the winter without him was excruciating. Why is that going to be remembered? I lost little Wolf, and Kat was worried that I should lose the farm after France died. But then Martin returned, and he's provided well for us ever since. Despite the tightening restrictions, we've gotten by. I'm thankful. I'm sorry to hear about Wolf. Thank you. I try not to think about it. Nod regretfully. Kat wants to talk about him all the time, you know. Any night there's clear skies, she looks up and asks if I ever wonder how he is up there. That must be excruciating. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Andreas. I can't talk about this anymore. I'm sorry I brought him... Oh. Was that a good idea? Why did you think she'd want to talk about her dead son? Were you trying to hurt her? Does it feel good to you, hurting the wounded? I was trying to be polite. No, I was trying to be kind. Does she seem like she has been gifted with a kindness? No. You wouldn't want someone to talk to you about it. That's why you don't mention it. I can't take this anymore. You can. We say these things even though the reminding inflicts immense pain. We say these things because it's the only way through. I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to say. Then say that. But will it make any difference? I'm sorry I brought him up, Brigitte. You didn't know. It's all right. It's been good to see you again, but I should be going. Until later. Until then. What happened to the widow? Hello, Andreas. Hey, Andreas. I heard a rumor you were back. Hello, Hans. Meet Casper, my apprentice. Hello. Hello. Are you from Nuremberg, like Andreas? I'm from Salzburg. Is that very far from here? Not too far, I think. A few days to the east on horseback. I've never been outside of Tassing. Or ridden a horse. Just tell him it's a shithole. Tassing's a wonderful place to live. I guess. Some of the men in town say it would be better if the Abbey weren't around. There are worse things in... True. They might be right about that. What do you think? I don't know. Could be nice to have a change. Be careful what you welsh for. What you wish for. Change does not come peacefully in the Empire. I guess we'll see. Until then, Hans. Until we see what's going to happen in the Empire? Andreas Mailer. Didn't expect to ever see you back in Tassen. You look like you've done well for yourself. May look like it, but it doesn't feel like it. It looks like you're getting plenty to eat, which is more than some of the families around here can say. I'm sorry to hear that. How have you been? Things went well for a while after you left. Widow Kemperin lost her land, and the abbot let us work it. Damn it. My brother's heart gave out not long after, but then Martin came back to help work the land. Even so, it's been hard to keep up with the abbot's demands, the taxes, and everything else. Sounds like a lot of people are upset with the abbot these days. It was one of the misspellings that they correct later. Instead of wish, it said WLSH, so I read it as Welsh for, and I corrected myself. They have good reason to be. I know you didn't get on well with the man either. Father Matthias never let things get this bad. Anyway, good to see you, Andreas, even if you are just passing through. Until later. Town Commons, this is probably the Gertners right here. Yeah. Let's go talk to Father Thomas and then check out the mill before we try to have supper. God bless you, Andreas. Our Lady of the Labyrinth. Oh, there's the Widow Gertner. Damn it. Andreas. A painting of the Virgin Mary. What does the labyrinth symbolize? Maybe it symbolizes a labyrinth. I've known artists that use subtext. They're cowards. Hello. Maybe it symbolizes Minos. Forgive me, I've forgotten your name. Andreas Mailer, master artist. You must be Elsa Mullerin, the miller's wife. He said the line? I don't know what the line is that I just said. But... Oh, yes, that's me. My husband has been talking about your arrival. The subtext line. Oh, okay, yeah. We're pleased you've done well for yourself. One of my most quoted lines? I don't remember saying it in the last few years, but maybe. It's a line I definitely laugh at every time anybody says it. He didn't seem so interested in me last time I was here. My husband, he has a mind for business. I'm afraid your work in the scriptorium was not towards his interests. But now that I'm a successful artist, I'm worth his time. My husband enjoys hearing stories of success, Master Mailer. Please forgive him his curiosity. Who is this young man? Casper, my apprentice. Hello, mistress. Oh, you must meet my darling Paul. He would love to meet someone his age pursuing art. Just not where Leonard can see. I'm sure we can arrange that. That would be delightful, Master Mailer. Thank you both. You're most welcome, Elsie. I must now return to my work, Master Mailer. Until later. Until then. Hello, Master Mailer. Hello, you're Paul, right? I don't think we spoke the last time I was in Tassing. Yeah, I was just a kid then. How are you doing? I'm all right. Dad keeps talking about his new gun. It scares me. They're brutish weapons, deadly when handled by the inexperienced, even for hunting. That's why it scares me. Dad likes to show it off, but he hasn't used it much. If he stopped trying to act like he's better than everyone else, maybe he'd be a better shot. Shh! Don't talk so loudly. I need to go. Forget I said anything, Master Mailer, please. Until later. Until then. Got a pet Staub. Don't know anyone who would talk about new guns. Special Children is poking me on Facebook for the 1000th time. Andreas Mailer, the master artist, yes? Yes, pardon, I don't recognize you. Are you new to Tassing? No, I'm Leonard Miller. I run the mill in Tassing. Right. Look, I just wanted to introduce myself. It's not every day someone comes back to Tassing. You're a successful man. I'm sure we have much to discuss. Anyway, I won't keep you from your day. I'm sure we'll talk again soon enough. Good day, Andreas. Good day. He's got some serious vampire Lestat vibes. At least his image. Or his face. Oh, I could look at the outer farms too, see if anyone's around there. Oh, lots of people now. Hello, Master Mailer. Hello, Andres. Hi. Hello. Are you Helena's daughter? Mm-hmm. I'm Martha. I'm Andreas. Nice to meet you. Alright. I'm gonna go. Anywho, I'm gonna go to bed. Andreas Mailer. Never thought I'd see you back here again. I came back to pay my respects to Brother Piero. Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know the man, but I heard others speak well of him. How have you been, Helena? Well, little Martha managed to survive since your last visit, thank God. But lately, not so well. You must know about the taxes we have to deal with. Otto's trying to make the abbot see some sense, but I'm worried he's playing with fire. Carl and Peter and the other farmers support him, but it's dangerous to provoke the Duke. Anton's still too young to get mixed up in all this, and we have Martha to look after now. sounds like the peasants can't really survive with the way things are. It's going to be a hard winter for certain. But I'd take a skinny husband over a dead one. I pray nothing happens to him. Now then, I'd best get back to my work. Until later, Andreas. Until then. Until then is definitely his most stated line. Oh. Gotta go talk to the Gertners, have some supper. No Gertners outside. Hello again, Andreas. We're about to sit down to supper. Care to join? I want to walk around a bit more. I'll be back soon. Yeah, I want to talk to these guys. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Andreas. Hello. Hello, Ursula. Do you remember me? No. Should I? You used to poke me in the foot with a stick to wake me up. I did? You did. I stayed in the room upstairs. I kind of remember that. I think you told me a story once. Mom and Dad sometimes talk about you. They said you went away for more training. What was that like? Well, while I was in Krakow, I learned a new printing technique. No, not about the art, Andreas. About your travels. All right, all right. I saw a cave where a dragon lived. This will be remembered. What? Really? Yes, under a hill. The locals call Wobble. When the dragon was alive, it was so hungry it demanded 3 cattle to eat every day. Or what? Or it would eat 3 cattle's worth of people. But eventually the king got tired of this and came up with a scheme. They fed the dragon a cattle skin filled with sulfur. What's sulfur? A stone that burns. They set a small fire in the heart of the sulfur. After the dragon ate it, the fire spread and burned the dragon from the inside. But it's gone now, right? Yes, of course. I couldn't have visited its cave if it were still alive, could I? Oh, right. Andreas, can I ask you something? Of course. Do you know the stories about Perkta and the Wild Hunt? In Germanic folklore, the Wild Hunt is a supernatural cavalcade of spirits and fiends which may cause destruction or portend war and other catastrophes if not adequately appeased. The Wild Hunt is often led by a legendary figure such as Perkta or the Devil. Of course, I lived in Switzerland for a while. They believe in Perkta too. They call her Dame Hulda where I stayed in Basel. Why? Are they bad? Bad how? People say my grandpa used to talk about Perkta and spirits and charms. And the old woman, Ottilia, she talks about them too, and says all these words I don't understand. She told me they're part of the old ways or something. So, why do you think they're bad? Well, my dad says that I shouldn't listen to any of it. He said it's nonsense and that Father Thomas would be mad. He said he only tolerates it with old people because they're too stuck in their ways. I don't want to get in trouble, but Attilia says if I don't learn the old ways, they'll just be forgotten. So, are they bad? No, they're not bad. You should learn what you can while you can. Really? I've got a lot of bonus things to get her to embrace the old ways. Occultist background, that's a big one. Told the story of the Basil Basilisk and told the story of the Vavel Dragon. Yes, it's important for you to carry on the stories and knowledge of your ancestors. Oh, that makes sense. Thanks, Andreas. Until later. Hello, Andreas. Good to see you back in town. Hello, Veronica. How have you been? Oh, pulled every which way. Mom's been a cow about when I'll give her grandchildren, as if I'm not doing enough work already. You're married now? Oh yeah, I guess you wouldn't know. Big Jorg and I were married 2 springs back. Congratulations to you both. Thanks. Now Mom's nagging me about when we'll have kids. Um, are you two having trouble? Um, Not exactly. Jorg is fine. It's just I understand. Such things are difficult sometimes. Yes. Thanks, Andreas. Anyway, I should get back to work. We're all preparing for the festival. I'll leave you to it. Until later, Veronica. See you then. See you, Andreas. Alright, so normally I would stream until 9, but I have not been sleeping a lot this week. So I think I'm probably going to stop now. 2 hours is a pretty good stream, I feel like. Um, we got a lot done. No rest for the wicked, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not very wicked. Oh, last save 5 minutes ago. I'll probably have to speed through these conversations again when I start. That's fine. I don't remember how this saves. Maybe if I walk outside, it'll save. Oh, it will not let me do anything. All right. Well, it's totally locked up. I guess I guess I am stopping anyway. Oh, because I opened up the command tab. Okay. There we go. Let me try walking outside and see if that saves the game for me. I think that it did. 3 seconds ago. There we go. All right. Well, thanks for showing up. This was a decent turnout. And I like this game. It's pretty chill. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Take it easy.